Hey guys, welcome back for another Shoutcast. Today I have something special for you, perhaps. This is an old game played in the Shield patch many months ago. Rubbed the dust off of the old Shield patch, pulled it out, looked for a replay. Unfortunately, most of the replays I have for the Shield patch are on my other computer, so I didn't have a whole lot to choose from, but nonetheless, this is still an interesting game. Perhaps some of those who were playing in it will remember it if they watch this video, perhaps they won't. I know there is one individual who will especially remember it. But with all that explained, let's get underway. This is myself, playing as green like I used to, on location 7. And here you'll see how much of a noob I really was back then. Even bigger noob, believe it or not. This is Fu, playing on location 6. It's been a while since I've played with this guy. He's known for being very unpredictable. He always does interesting things, trying to play the game to have fun, not to be necessarily competitive. Much like his brother Toe. They like to play the game in different ways. It's definitely respectable and can be interesting. This is Bucek, playing location 5. Very nice location. Because of the closeness to the iron here. The gold is, well, your first gold mine's pretty close, actually. So there aren't any real flaws to the location, maybe other than space, and it's awkward to plan here. And this is, lo and behold, the Revolution. Playing with his old tag, Dow Revolution. Playing location 8, which I remember was much against his will. Actually, Fu was the host of this lobby, and I was asking for location 8. And Revel wanted location 7, but he wouldn't have it. He said we need to get used to playing other locations, so... And I do remember Revolution putting this Corey here, actually. I have, since I've watched him play, I've done it this way every time. It fits so well, and it's nice to have a Corey in the top part of your city, too. Okay, and our opponents. This is Marice, playing location 1. A good player. I haven't played with him much lately. Not sure if he's still playing this game at all. This location is probably the best late game location. Although it doesn't have, well, it does have a little bit of extra gold down here, but altogether the gold is, I don't even think 300, or if it is, just barely. But you can always trade because infinite space, really. Lots of room here. But it's very hard to get going quickly because the gold is so far. And the stone is quite far as well. But if played correctly, this location can be extremely powerful. This is Bludmaster, playing location 2. Interesting location. The biggest flaw is because it's right where everyone on your team needs to send soldiers. They'll be marching through your city shortly after peacetime, and all throughout after peacetime, really. Trying to get from location 4, for example, to location 1. And location 3 really needs to march through this a lot to get anywhere. One idea maybe would be to keep your trees here and some fields here. Try to keep the center of your base open. Not a lot of buildings there, so soldiers can march through. But then your city's not going to be that good anyway. I'm going to turn the sound down a little bit. I feel like I'm competing against the noise. But anyway, as I was saying, there's really no way to plan your city in a good way that will also allow troops to march through it well. But the location is very good with iron and coal. You can set it up very quickly. There's plenty of fish in this lake. The biggest flaw here is actually probably because the coal here is so little, and once it runs out, you have to be pulling coal from all the way over here. So once this coal runs out, this location really starts to suffer. It might not be that bad of an idea to put a market up here and just trade for coal. Or rather, maybe just use that to supplement your income. I have not tried it yet myself, maybe someday. This is Toe, playing location 4. Already has a market up. In the days of the shield patch, this was common. He's not using it yet, but we'll see. Location 4 is a very nice location. The gold is very close. You can have a gold smelter up by 12 minutes. You see Toe already has 2 schools, but I'm sure he went a quick 2 schools in this scenario. There's plenty of wood here, and plenty of wood all the way down here, so your woodcutters can be very nice. Lots of room for farms, and then your weapon production down here by the iron, which, speaking of the iron, is the only flaw of this location, really. The iron is very far away, and it's the only location on the map that has only 3 iron mines. While this iron mine up here won't last very long, so you're going to be running mostly off 3 iron mines this game, or in the game, which can work. It's 4 iron mines is a little better, but 3 iron mines can work well, especially if you build a market and every once in a while trade a few shields or whatever you need for a little bit of extra iron ore to keep up with your 3 iron smelters. And finally, up here, this is Sado, playing location 3. Sado on location 3, I know, it's amazing. Location 3 is a very good location. It's very large, many building space. The gold is also very close. And because of the proximity of all the resources, and the large amount of fish, really there's no actual flaw to this location. Maybe, again, the coal over here is little. Once this runs out, your gold will suffer a little, but it's not a huge problem. But when this coal and your gold coal runs out, you'll be pulling all your coal from up here, which can hurt. But again, it's not a huge problem, especially when you compare it to how good the location is. Sado has a couple of efficient farms here, doing absolutely nothing. 6 quarries from Sado. He's really trying to get a big base going. How many builders does he have? 34. It's very unusual to see that from Sado, but nonetheless. One pig farm, 4 farms. Again, this is the in the days of the shield patch. Having 1 pig farm, and there it is, 1 mill, is 4 farms can produce just about that and not much more. Farms were much less efficient in those days. And a stable from Bludmaster. See, in the shield patch, anything could happen. Even horses from Bludmaster. Amazing. Never thought I'd see that. Only 2 farms, though. He's probably not going to get a whole lot of horses out of that, especially with a mill. I see he's building 2 more, and Bludmaster also having some trouble with timber. That's unusual as well. But then again, I'm not exactly sure how these players played back then. It's been a long time. His iron mine already has run out, so it will need to, he'll really need to get some more iron mines up to keep, you're not going to keep 3 iron smelters going with just 1 iron mine, but then here's another one coming. If he could get enough timber sent to them. Look back at Toe. Yeah, yep, he's doing a little bit with the market here. Not a whole lot. Fish to timber. You really don't see the point. He's got a lot of timber here. Maybe he was doing that a while ago when we missed it. Now he's alleviated his wood problems, but 20 timber is more than you need in your storehouse. He could begin making wooden weapons now. Bucek. Looks like his iron is going well, underway. This location, actually, during the shield patch days, it was not abnormal to see no one make leather here. In fact, any location really could be leather only. But here I see he's making a swine farm. But truly, iron only was a very valid strategy back in the day. Too many woodcutters here, if you ask me. Better to put a few more over on the other side of his base, because these guys are, they'll be watching grass grow. More like watching trees grow, right? While they're waiting for the time to pass. Fu was known as the Leather Boy, because he's one of the only people who believed in leather back in the very early days of the remake. But here I see he is going heavily on iron. Building another armor smithy. Making knights, very common move from Fu as well. Loves his knights. See myself, many farms. 4 pig farms, 5th coming. Probably be needing maybe more farms for that. Many woodcutters. Iron is not even started yet. Ooh. Looks like I'm going crossbows here. Yep. But my weapons were done before my armor, so I'm gonna have many more crossbows than armor, it looks like. I don't even know if I knew about the armor working slower than the weapons back then. The Revolution. I'm sure very disgruntled about playing on this strange location. Definitely not his style. Not a lot of gold here. You can see this gold mine's run out. He only has... he's got 2 gold mines. Not many woodcutters. Well, he's got, 10 woodcutters. I know it's not the Revolution standard, but not much you can do on location 8. Very small. Overpowered in these days, though, because of how you could abuse the market. But Revolution wasn't one to abuse the market. Not a very large army looks like coming from him. Marice. Going crossbows looks like, yep. Not a whole lot going on. Worthy of noting, more woodcutters coming up. Only 2 gold mines. You'll often see... Oh, there it is, the 3rd gold mine. You'll often see 3 gold mines on location 1 because of the how long it takes to get your first gold smelter up. If you really want a lot of gold, you're really going to need 3 gold smelters here. And you can see he doesn't have a whole lot of gold in the storehouse, so he's really not storing a bunch either. You know, the gold is really hard in this location. Bludmaster putting vineyards here. I have no idea where he's going to put the vineyard itself. Perhaps he was planning on putting it where this baker is, and then decided to go with another mill and bakery combo instead. Oh, oh, right there. Yes, it fits. Interesting. Trying to slow the game down. I don't want to miss peacetime. Okay. Check the armies out. Bludmaster, having the most, more than likely. 50 militia. 23 sword fighters, some crossbowmen, a few knights as well. And keep in mind, back in this day, it's a good army. Ranged wasn't nearly as good as it is now. So this army, especially with builders, are able to empty towers. This army can streamroll through you very quickly. There's not much you can do to stop that without many towers and many ranged. And people weren't making a lot of ranged back in those days. Over Toe. Toe making pikes and crossbowmen. A couple of axe fighters. Some militia. Not enough shields to really make all these axe fighters. Is he making bows at all? Or lances? Lances were unheard of in these days, but it does not look like it. His army is a little on the small side this game. Marice. Not very much. Some crossbowmen, axe fighters. 25 leather though is not bad in those days. It's not good. Leather was much harder to come by. You didn't get 50 leather by peacetime like you can now. And let's look at Sado, who's putting more farms up in the north. Definitely getting instructions for Bludmaster. This looks a lot like Bludmaster's base. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm sure Bludmaster was telling him exact instructions almost on how to play here, because it looks very much like how Bludmaster plays here. It's funny. I'll have to do a shoutcast of him playing here next, just to compare him. Sado having probably the largest army you've ever seen with Sado, 65 recruits. I don't know if you can equip them all. It's going to be close. 17 sword fighters total, an axe fighter, some crossbowmen. But a good game from Sado, especially back then when Sado and I were, well, man, mega noobs. Bucek, mostly crossbowmen and some militia. Speed through these quickly. I'm taking too much time talking about this. Many knights from Fu. And militia, crossbowmen, not a bad army actually, because of the mass amount of knights here. But Fu's brother To is gonna have a great time dealing with these horses with all the pike he made. Myself, no iron, a few crossbows rather, and some axe fighters. A very small army, probably the smallest of everyone here right now. And the revolution. The game, he says, I went crossbows, or sword fighters and bowmen. That's what he said when I mentioned this game once, so he really remembers this. Not very often going swords and bows, but he did this time. Some crossbowmen here. And one axe fighter, right? We have to have at least one axe fighter for the revolution. Alright, let's get going. Speed up times 6 just for a little while. Zoom out a bit. It's a small map, but I don't want to miss any action. And it's not long before people start attacking, so we'll slow it down a little bit. People attack much quicker these days. The colors of Fu and Bucek are very close. It's hard to differentiate them. Scuffle here already. Bludmaster killing scouts. It's important to lock down this location here, or this area here, because it's not often 6 gets in towers up here in time, and Fu was not even close, but Fu is not a tower kind of person. only 5 towers, which is nothing really in these days. Nothing at all. Looks like Bucek's gonna lose some crossbows here. Toe should have kept going. He really had a good chance of knocking those guys out. They would have got caught in the towers and been bad. See, we see a builder rush. My little brigade here, not doing anything. We'll speed it up a little bit. It's taking a little longer than I expected for the action to begin. I'll keep an eye on the mini-map to make sure I don't miss anything. Food, trying to dance with these horses, but really just getting them slain. Nothing going there. Am I having food troubles, or am I trying to... Well, I guess I'm just trying to get rid of some extra builders. Yeah, I have 30. Really, not a whole lot going on. Disappointing. Here is Sado's army at last, coming down. Few soldiers up here by Sado also, just hanging out, I guess. Sharing a beer with the woodcutters, perhaps. Man, make a move, nothing is happening. Man, nothing happening. Disappointing. Let's see. Finally, we get to see something going on here. I guess they were just waiting for me to get some soldiers, right? How kind of them. Okay. See a scuffle down here. Fu running out ahead of his range. He's gonna lose almost everything here. Are these Buceks or Fus? I do not know. Yeah, this is Bucek soldiers here. Come on, Ben, do something with your axe fighters. Oh, this is sad. Bludmaster trying to flank my crossbowman here, but my axe fighters get there first. Marice coming down with his soldiers, and Sado arriving with his. I have many crossbowmen here, but they're not going to be able to do much without melee. Revolution needs to get his swords in fast. Max fighters coming. And Revolution coming with many more swords. Able to come in and save the day. In the meantime, Fu's trying to deal with losses over here. Bludmaster's trying to get some more militia down here to do something, but we counter. See nothing but ranged here. On the other side, Bucek and Fu doing a good job keeping Toe and Sado out. Well, I guess mostly Toe here now. Just looks like Sado's here with all these builders. But really, it'll be hard to assault this base, even with not having many melee. With all these towers and crossbowmen, it won't be easy to attack anytime soon. Revolution trying to bring the tower down. I'm gonna scuffle down here. Without Revel, there's not a whole lot we can do. I have some more crossbows coming, but what I need really is some more melee. And more ranged coming. Really what we don't need. Come on, Fu, keep doing it. Keep attacking them. And we're caught in a very bad spot here. Losing all of our range, probably. And here comes Revolution Swordsman. Much too late, though. Bludmaster continuing to spam. Mostly a hollow point here. Again, just kind of waiting for someone to make a move. We're definitely in the inferior position, unable to attack. Bludmaster with more soldiers. And I think this is the point when Revolution saw these in militia. He said, I just can't outspam them. Which is pretty depressing when the Revolution admits to being outspammed. And here comes his melee. But really unable to do anything without any ranged. I have some melee down here doing nothing. Exact opposite scenario now. We don't have enough ranged and too much melee. And here it is. Maybe this was the moment, actually. Revolution says, I just can't outspam. And here they are relentlessly attacking. Here comes me with more soldiers, but they're just going to get killed. Revolution with an army. Again, just everything. I should have waited for him, I don't know. And Marice with some more spam. Spam, spam, spam. Myself with yet more crossbowmen. I'm surprised I'm actually producing this much. Yeah, lots of sausages from me. And Fu is basically out of this game. Can't really do much with enemies in your base like this. More soldiers from the enemy. I haven't seen a whole lot of Toe lately. I just heard someone starve. Nope, he's got plenty of bread. I don't know. Ah, that's why. Toe's over inside Bucek's base, fighting by himself over there. Very close here. Looks like we're gonna win here. And we do, but not by much. And Fu appears to be out for the long run anyway. 23 serfs, not too bad, but no gold. But 5 schools, only 2 metallurgists to keep them running though. These two guys up here aren't going to be doing anything without gold. More men from Marice. Very common to see such epic spam from location 1. 13 woodcutters, 10 farms. Bludmaster having only 5 farms, but many woodcutters to produce militia, which is what he is doing. Speed it up a little bit. And I see up here something I missed. Revolution is inside of Marice's base. Trying to do something. Base for base, losing Fu for Marice, but looks like he's not going to be able to do anything in the end. Again, pushing in the Fu's base. Seems like we're almost, indeed, we are able to hold this back. If Revolution, okay, yep, too late. If only I had some gold. Back in these days, you couldn't trade weapons for gold very easily, since you couldn't take weapons out of the barracks. But here we are, Revolution's base. Sorry about that, hit my mic. Revolution's base being overrun. And without Revel, the game is lost. Bucek also lost his base some time ago. I forgot to record that. So I myself am the last one in. And when you're relying on Ben, you're going to lose. Just the cleaning up process now. I'm sure many have already resigned. Hope you enjoyed the game. You can see back in the days of the shield patch, every unit except for scouts and lance carriers were used in this game, and that's usually how it was. Saw many militia, many crossbowmen, axe fighters, many bows as well from Marice and Revolution. Toe had some bowmen. No. I don't know. I don't remember. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. We'll look at the stats. Soldiers equipped is usually much higher in these days because of all the militia. 331 in 1 hour 45 minutes is the top. But again, not such great fighting stats. In fact, Revolution having the best fighting stats because of the bowman and swordsman combination will usually get you the best fighting stats, but not as many soldiers equipped as you can see here. Marice even outspammed Rebel. Sado having the most wares produced and most weapons produced. But not quite as many soldiers. Wasn't making enough recruits, it appears. By far the largest city without any towers as well, I'm sure. Army graph. Alright. Hope you enjoyed the game. Bye-bye.